Right guys, here we are back at Stretton. It's another Tuesday night. So since the last video, I've got a few bits and bobs that I've done. I'm still looking for an ECU and some fuel bits that I need for it. So in the meantime, what I decided to do is begin to tackle some of the wiring. So what I've started doing is I've got the fuel pump to wire in, which I've started soldering. You can see that there. I've got the check engine light to wire in. Coolant temp I don't think I need to do because I'm using a Honda ECU, so I don't think that needs to be done. I just need to route some other bits over there, sort out the OBD port, sort out some other plugs and stuff on the other side, but overall there's not a lot left to do, so I'll catch up with you shortly. Uh-oh, we got holes. Alright people, it's Saturday, we're back at Stretton again today. There's been a few updates since I last videoed. I've got some footage from Tuesday night from some bits that I did, but I'll just run through it quickly now with you. So we found, obviously, the holes down there, and then there's some on the opposite side that Vin said, me and him, we'll get time to weld them up today, hopefully, so that's good. I've finished off most of the wiring, fuel pumps wired in. I've still got coolant temp sensor to wire in when I get one. Engine management lights wired in. There is a wire somewhere for the brake fluid warning level that's supposed to be a wire that I can't seem to find. I think is not white blue. No, white blue's charging light. I've still got to do that as well for the alternator. And then I've just got a cable tie the other bits and bobs up out of the way, but on the whole the wiring's finished, so I'm pretty happy with that. That wasn't too difficult. The instructions for that came with a hybrid racing harness were very helpful, so that made it even easier. So when me and Vin had plated up the floor and got rid of these holes, what we're going to do is I'm going to get some white paint, clean all the floor up and stick some white paint with the floor just to freshen it up a little bit. What I also found when I took the carpet out last week, which I'm glad I did because obviously I couldn't see these holes from the underside, is when I took the carpet out I actually found an old Japanese coin. I don't know how well this camera will pick this up, probably not very well. I think it might pick it up better there. So that's one Japanese yen. So I drilled a hole in that. I thought it was quite cool. Drilled a hole in the top and made a little keyring out of it and put it on the keys. So that's pretty good. I didn't find anything else interesting, just a couple of holes, a bit of rust and some other bits and bobs. So yeah, on the whole we're getting there. There's still a few bits and bobs that I need to buy, but yeah, I'm happy with the progress. So it's coming along. It's not too far from being completed now. I'm still looking for a K-Pro ECU. I still need some DC5 or CRV shifter cables. So I've got hold of a DC5 shifter. I think I'm going to use Steve's old one out of his Integra. So I just need some cables for that. Still need to get the wiring bits and fuel parts even ordered so we can connect the fuel lines and stuff up. But on the whole, yeah, decent job. Alright then, so after attacking the rust with a grinder and a little pry bar and a hammer, it seems it's a bit worse perhaps than we first thought. So yeah, that's a bit bigger than I originally planned, but there's another little one there. But hopefully what we can do is cut out sort of a square or sort of a half sort of square triangle kind of thing, if you like, I think, to plate that big piece up, and then for the little piece I think we'll just cut out a little square or something and put that in. Alright, so I'm now attacking the passenger side, and it's not as bad as the driver's side, but it's still pretty bad. I'll show you what I think the problem is. Now on the driver's side, this bung here, where the seam was that had actually all split, so then the bung had lifted, and I think over time water's come up from the floor, from underneath the car, sorry, inside the car, and then sort of congregated all in this area, and that's what's caused the rusting. Now on a normal car, what you can do is, usually if there's water inside the car you can feel it on the carpet, but on the Integra carpet, on the bottom of the carpet, there's like an underlining piece to the carpet. It's like a tarpaulin, like plastic waterproof sheet cover sort of thing, so when you put your hand on the carpet you can't actually feel moisture, so that's why I didn't realise obviously the water was getting in since I've had the car. So on the passenger side, that's a big-ish hole, but it's not too bad. But another problem is where they put the seam sealer around here. There we go. That's two separate panels there, you can probably see that. Now all that's doing is, I think, is holding that together, and it's just been spot welded on every so often, look. And it's exactly the same place on the driver's side and the passenger side. It's gone in exactly the same place. So water seems to somehow be getting in that gap, and then that's what's making the material obviously rot away. So on the driver's side, it's all round here, and then what we're going to do, I think, is come across there like a triangle shape, like I said a moment ago. On the passenger side, I think we can just probably just cut down here, or make a square or something, and cut out all the rot, and then yeah, Joe will be a good one. Hopefully Vince said he'll do that for me later on, so I'm just going to tidy it up in prep so we can get on with it in a bit. On a little bit of a side note, is Steve sorted me these out a while ago. I've not actually got any video footage of them yet because I haven't actually got them on the car yet, but here's what we've got. So a set of original gold, I think that's the colour for them, gold I guess, or bronze more like, Volk Racing T37s by Ray's Engineering. Now these wheels are incredibly popular on Japanese cars, as I'm sure you're aware if you're into Integras or Civics or whatever. They're very, very light. They're 16" by 7. Came with the tyres on. I mean, they're the crappy T1Rs on the front. I think it's got some Kumo Extra or something on the bike, but yeah, they are in very good nick. The sticker's a little bit perished there, but that's not too bad. That's pretty mint. They start to oxidise a little bit, but I think they should come up good with a clean. So yeah, all four in about the same condition as this. As you can see, minimal curbing, no damage, no buckles or anything. So yeah, well happy with those, and they do look great. On the DC2, I have to say, I'm more in favour of 15s, and Steve says 16s look better on DC2, and I think now I've got them on the car, I do actually prefer 16s to 15s on this. So I'll use these for the road because I don't want to trash them on track days, and then I'll keep the 15" rotors, which are over there still on the back. See, they do look really small, although the car is a little bit high at the back of it. But yeah, well happy with those. I love them. I want a set of those for ages, and they're only going up in price, so I thought now was definitely the time to get on it and get a set. Okay, so we didn't actually get the welding done today because we got a little bit snowed off, and I said to Vinny, I said it's not really fair staying at the garage late to do some welding, so we're going to crack on with that Tuesday. And also we're going to get the TT MOT'd on Tuesday. Steve was going to do it today, but we sort of ran out of time and he's had other MOTs and other jobs to do, so we'll get the TT MOT Tuesday and start on the welding on the Integra on Tuesday. So I'll probably make all the bits that I've got so far into a video and then get that uploaded, and then we'll do another video on Tuesday once we start welding.